In it, that's the thing. It is instant publishing, really, basically. So it is very clever. I might have got myself. No, I haven't turned it again. Exactly what I did last time. Because I'm trying to look from one angle and then going to another angle. Hold on, let me go that way. Try that. Am I in it?
Yeah, just
Turn a little bit towards me, a bit more.
they've shut the charity down as well.
They've shut what they've shut down the what's it called, food bank.
Yeah.
In fact, why? That's when you need it, though, isn't it?
No, because the thing is, there's
no food.
Yeah, exactly. Go out before the supermarkets all sell by date stuff, but everything's sold out. So they go around Aldi and Asda, and they've got nothing to give to the food bank because everybody's bought everything.
Yeah.
So there's that, and the shutdown's coming anyway, and they're bothered about the vulnerability of people who come to the food bank anyway.
But my mum's put herself in self-isolation because she's 82.
Well, my mum's in the.
I mean, she won't even touch anyone. She won't even touch me. No touching. Nothing. Not even allowed in the same room. Is there a black thing over that? Just there. Where is that? Oh, that's just the corner of the bloody room. Sorry.
Yeah, they've got
plants.
Yeah. So in Italy, they're
Yeah.
going to be. They said it's like a 6-week shutdown. You're not allowed to see anybody, except you can go out for food, meds. At least you let you go out for food and essential workers. So I think that'll probably be.
How many people have actually died from it now?
In Italy, the last count, which is not. It was the day before yesterday. It was 627 in one day.
In one day?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It's shot up though because the previous day or something was 400, and 2 days before.
Well, this is every day.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Right. So previous day it was something like 480 or something. The day before it was 400. 2 days before that was 200. So it's going up exponentially. So
it's scary, but it is quite exciting, isn't it? Something to live through.
Well,
I hope we live through it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like I've never seen anything like it. With the shops empty. Like I went to Asda. And
like
they
what?
sort of had no toilet roll, nothing.
It's a
No beans, no. Everyone there was sort of like empty shelves everywhere.
It's like World War II, except you haven't got bombs being dropped.
Yeah, but it's worse, isn't it? Though it's worse apparently.
Why?
Well, I know, mate. It's 70 years. Yeah, well, right. It's like apparently hasn't been like this since the war. I think with the war with ration. When you had rationing, I think before rationing, you had one sort of rush bar bought everything or something.
Yeah.
In fact, no, it's a 94 bloke, 93. I met one bloke in town who's about 92. So I met this girl called Sharon in Asda. And she was offering her toilet roll to the old people. It was so sweet. Nice. Some people are so fucking sweet.
That's really nice. They've got.
And she was sort of like offering, the old people were sort of like, she says, "Do you need toilet roll? Because I bought a bit extra." I thought that was kind of sweet.
Well, I've always had a lot of toilet roll, and I've always been criticised for it. And now, so I never bought any toilet roll because
I'm not really worried about that. I mean, sort of.
We're just using newspaper if you have to.
Well, if necessary. Or wash my bum. Have a shower and wash my bum if necessary. I mean, if you run out of toilet paper, I can stand in the shower and wash my bum. Can't I?
Yeah, you could do that, or you could use free newspaper or something.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be much point. Why bother? Why bother with paper at all if you don't have to? Like if you don't need. I mean, toilet roll is not exactly the main thing, really. When you think about it, if you've got a shower, all you do is you aim the bloody shower hose up your bum.
Right, but what's the main thing? Let's talk. That's
clean your arse.
Everything's being sold out, so it's like eventually. So
yeah. Well, I've managed to buy some mints. I've got mints for tomorrow, so I managed to buy stuff. I actually managed to get tomato puree. It was hard to get for about a week. I've been on holiday a week, but tomato puree was hard to get.
Well,
Milk's been okay. Milk's been okay so far. Difficult some days, but the thing is, you can't buy milk in bulk because it goes off.
Yeah.
If you do, if you buy 5 pints of milk and you ain't got a family, I mean, if you've got a family, yeah, buy it. Buy sort of like 10 pints or whatever.
Yeah, milk's okay. That's good.
But milk's okay because of the fact that, I survive on milk anyway half my life. When I'm working, I drink loads and loads of milk. But I drink about 3 pints of milk a day when I'm working.
I drink a lot of milk and I eat a lot of eggs.
I never used to enjoy milk. I've been a postie for 20 years, but I mean, I used to get these milkshakes, And then one day I couldn't get a milkshake, so I thought, well, I'll have a pint of milk. And I thought, yeah, this tastes really nice. I never used to like milk much when I was a kid. I never drank a lot of milk when I was a kid.
Well,
I drank a lot of coffee. I've always had a lot of Nescafe coffee. It's the only coffee I really love is Nescafe. I love that coffee.
it's going to be interesting because you and
I'll go
Andy
buy some more.
are going to carry on working, I should imagine. I can't see stopping.
Well, I don't see any reason for stopping unless people.
Yeah.
Well, because if people have a cold or whatever,
So
they'll take time off work. Yeah.
So it's going to be like, is it 28 days with the streets deserted, just the postman walking around
Yeah.
on your own?
Well, you're not going to catch a cold walking down the street, really. It'd be a case of sort of probably leaving the parcel, leaving the parcel doorstep, taking 2 steps back, let them get their parcel, pick their parcel up.
The tips I've
Something like
heard
that, I don't know.
are things like, one thing is to avoid anti-inflammatories because they,
Anti-inflammatory. What's anti-inflammatory?
that's things like ibuprofen, aspirin.
Let's see if.
Ibuprofen,
I'm sorry I killed you the other night. I'm not sorry.
That's all right.
I thought it was very good.
That's all right. I won the previous 2 matches.
I'm
so
sorry I
it's about
killed
time.
you.
You were lucky, you just got one away. And I messed up, I didn't leave one on Spain that Andy pointed out.
Yeah.
So we let you off that one, so you've got it.
That was cool though, wasn't it? In fact, yeah, there's only one, doesn't it? I only had one, so that was the last fight again. Because you could have wiped me out next go.
Because otherwise it would have been a repeat of the previous week where you had one to go and it didn't work.
I do enjoy the kill trick thing. You've got to be a bit subtle with them though, like lead people on to sort of think they're not attacking them until you let them beat each other up, and then I'll let you and Andy beat each other up. I'll let you beat the shit out of Andy. You and Andy beat the shit out of each other, so that your troops are weakened.
Yeah.
And that's when I choose to attack.
It's interesting.
It's a bit like 1066, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because but when you think about 1066, I think that was deliberate. I think William the Conqueror and the Vikings had an arrangement.
Possibly.
Because it makes sense, doesn't it? You have the British Army, yeah? You only have one army, sort of, basically, yeah? 1066, like.
Well,
You get the Vikings to attack first at Stamford Bridge. And okay, the Britons won, but they got weakened. So then we attack from Normandy and come over and fucking change all your language and everything.
yeah, William the Conqueror was a Viking anyway, wasn't he?
Well, Normandy, actually.
Yeah, it was a Viking
Norman,
settlement.
yeah, but Norman. Because I don't know. I don't know the history of the Normans actually. In fact, it might be worth looking up the history of the Normans. That might be worth looking up.
On YouTube.
I mean, most of the English, 90%. Well, I'd say about 30% at least of the English language is actually French.
Yeah, you're right.
We wouldn't be speaking this language without that.
But we say it all wrong.
Carnival. Well, think about it. Carnival, festival, circus.
Parliament's a French word.
Parliament's a French word. Republic's a French word.
Oh, is it?
Federation, that's a French word.
Yes,
We have
interesting.
federation. We have federation is a French word. Lunacy is a French word.
We have multiple words for the same things.
What other words for a French? There's not like affair.
Rendezvous.
Another thing. Yeah,
Rendezvous.
rendezvous. That's true. That's true.
Professor.
Respondez s'il vous plaît. Respondez s'il vous plaît. That's French, isn't it? Respondez s'il vous plaît.
Possible.
Huh?
Possible is possibly.
Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Hospital. Hospital is hospital. Herbs is that's French thing. Because the French don't pronounce the H's. So you're supposed to say hospital. Hospitality. That's
Yeah.
French. But it's,
not like a fair, but what is it like? Like a fair, but not a fair, but a bit like a market, but not a fair.
liaison.
No, I'm trying to think of a certain word. Fiesta? No. Fiesta's French word. Might be Spanish. It's weird though, I mean, you think about European and stuff. I think Brexit was a stupid idea.
Think so?
I think Brexit was a bloody stupid idea.
Well, they put all the borders up now.
Well,
so, haven't they?
yeah,
All the
yeah,
European
but I
borders
mean,
come
sort
back.
of like, it would have been better to stick together, I would have thought, and work together, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's funny how they take sort of 340, $50 billion out of their pocket, just like that, the Chancellor has.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we've got $340 billion pounds, sorry. Kind of out of nowhere, isn't it?
Well, that's
to save the country, to save all the jobs or whatever.
it isn't out of nowhere. It's
No.
out of our pockets.
Well, it's out of their pockets, isn't it? Yeah, I know it's
Because
out of our pockets, but
the more
it makes you realise just how much money they don't spend. But you think about it, if they'd spend that money on hospitals in the first place, then you might not have a flu, because the money would have been spent on hospitals and medicine. And maybe they could have spent that money on schools
this is what's
and
called
stuff, and getting people out of debt. But they want people in debt, because as long as people are in debt, there will always
the
be
whole country's
servants.
run of debt. So
They will always have to work to pay off
exactly.
the debts anyway. But the point is, it keeps them under their thumb. As long as you're in debt, you're under the government's thumb. All I think you need is a 10% tax, 10% millionaire tax, just a 10% tax for everybody. You ain't got no money, you don't pay nothing. You got 10 million quid, you give a million quid. You got a billion quid, you give 10 million quid. And you use that to fucking feed the fucking world. And you don't need charity whatsoever then, do you?
Well,
Simple.
but interesting you say that, because back in Victorian times,
Oh.
that's all it was.
Yeah?
Yeah, just flat 10% tax.
Well, Victoria's house.
Yeah, on rich people.
Yeah.
That was the government expenditure was 10% of the GNP, and it was off rich people only.
I didn't know that.
Income tax is a very new, for everybody, it's a really new thing. No sales tax or anything like that.
Well, you wouldn't need it if you had just one 10% millionaire tax, would you? I always thought that was a good idea. That's a good idea.
You have to be very self-reliant though, because the government won't give you anything.
No.
Because all that they just spent it on the military, and the police, and the judiciary, and parliamentarians. Until recently, they got no pay or expenses.
Yeah, but you look at who makes the rules. Do the
Yeah.
politicians make the rules? The fucking lords. Because you've got this bunch of morons in the lords who don't know fuck from jack shit. And they're the ones in control of the laws. Because I mean, laws get passed by the government, and the government passes the laws to the lords.
But they're not the Lords
Yes,
anymore.
they're bonkers.
They're all failed MPs.
Yeah.
When Jo Swinson lost her seat, leader of the Lib Dems, she was automatically made a Lord.
Yeah.
So it's all for failed
So
MPs.
if you lose your seat, you get made lord.
Yeah,
You don't vote for the lords, though. You don't have no vote for the lords.
annoys me is these failed politicians keep on giving these jobs when they shouldn't do. They lost the election thing. They should go back and do normal work like the rest of us, right? But instead they get given some cushy job made up, or to get a job in the EU.
I've got to go to the toilet. Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Lots of
I'll keep talking. I'll go to the toilet. Carry on talking. Carry on talking. Keep the camera on me for 5 minutes. 1 minute.
talking to myself.
You're about to talk about politics. Carry on.
Politics. I can't do that. You have to do a pause or something.
What has happened with your bidding? Have you been bidding at all?
Not yet.
There's nothing last couple of weeks, man.
Yeah, well,
The thing is, there was a flat in Oaktree closed, but it's housing association.
yeah,
And I don't want to go to housing association, man.
Yeah. you're right.
I don't trust them. You know, it's one of these companies and sort of, wherever they go, but, well, I suppose if they go bust, keep the cat. I still don't want to fucking move. I mean, I'm ready to move if necessary, but I don't want to fucking move. You know.
Well, this crisis means everything's on hold.
Yeah.
And we're looking at up to 18 months.
Aye.
Right. So.
I don't want to wait that long. I want more than 6,000 quid. It's going to be more than another month. You know what I mean? Does my nutting, man. It's doing my fucking head in. It's making brain damage, man. It's fucking making me brain damage. Honest to God, it is. Because I'm worrying about, well, how the fuck am I going to move all of this shit? Where the fuck am I going to move to? How the fuck am I going to have to start all over again? It takes 20 fucking years to build a bloody home, man. It's taken me 20 years to build my home. Honest to God, it's taken me 20 fucking...
Well, in your case, Bill, I think moving quickly...
Can you pass that towel though?
It is probably a good idea, but because you're obviously very stressed out about it,
Yeah.
I don't care, because I think that this...
Yeah, but look what I've done in this room, man. It's fucking... I love it here.
Well, I like all the...
And my own little heaven.
I like all this collection of these things.
Very good, yeah.
Is that
I'm not so worried. I can take them with me easy. It's not that. That's not what I'm worried
Has
about.
that got doubloons in it or something?
No money.
What is
Pennies. It's got a few pennies in it.
Oh, it's a savings box. Oh, right. I thought it was the doubloons.
No, it's just that I sort
Where on earth do you get this stuff from, honestly? I mean,
of... marketplace, actually. The market. And also the marketplace.
Hatfield
And there's a
Market.
shop in the Galleria that sells them. It's called the Gift Shop or something.
Oh,
In the Galleria.
The marketplace. What do you mean? The Hatfield Market?
Yeah, Hatfield Market.
Which was that? Is that the one that does all the toys and stuff? Or?
No, next door. About next
Oh,
door, a couple of
I'll
shops.
have to check it out. Let's see.
There's a Gothic stall in the Hatfield Marketplace. Which is
Oh,
good.
right.
It used to be a nice Gothic shop actually in Hatfield.
There's one
For
in
about a year.
Stevenage.
You know,
Have you seen that one in Stevenage?
Yeah, that's all right, but
It's
it's,
quite
expensive.
expensive,
though.
yeah.
It's very expensive. No, that sort of money. Yeah. Right, anything else you want to say on this about a virus or whatever? How are you with shopping?
I go to Asda
Yeah.
each day, and then I walk to Aldi, and I'm patient because occasionally stuff appears that I want each day, just something that I need each day, and I get it's like one thing each day, and it's a whole like hours spent doing that, and I go round to Iceland first, then there's Savers.
I haven't thought of that. I haven't been to Iceland yet. I've never thought of that.
There's even more rush in Iceland, they're virtually more empty than Asda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And it's there you're limited to 2 items.
It's strict. Aldi's 4 items, and Aldi's got a better stock than anybody. So I get tins of tomatoes out of there.
It is a very strange, very strange situation.
Yeah, but it's a 10-minute walk to Aldi, so I think it's a bit too
Yeah.
much for people in Hatfield, and they're not fit enough.
I can't be bothered to
Yeah.
be honest. I don't like Audi much. Not a big fan of their stuff.
The only thing I've got left that I want is cream to put on cake. Because if I wake up during the night, I have a bit of chocolate cake, put some milk, evaporated milk.
Oh right, yeah.
Like, that's all sorted out.
Oh, really?
That's it. I've got everything else done. So, but that's take all week to get virtually everything else.
I know, it's crazy.
I've got sugar
But
now.
you've got to face it, the whole world's going through this,
Yeah.
man. It's quite, I'm quite enjoying it in a funny sort of way.
So am I, because
To
it
be honest with you,
breaks up
I'm
the
finding it quite hilarious.
it breaks up the routine. It
Yeah.
means we're not stuck in a rigid path, having to do the same thing all the time.
Aye.
And it's interesting watching the politician stuff actually have to do a job for a change. Actually got to deal with the crisis.
Yeah.
So
I am finding it very interesting.
that's
but,
what.
But I don't want to live down there. I like living up here, man. I do work downstairs, but I like living up here. It's been my home for so fucking long. I've built it exactly where I want it, man. I can't do a place for walls and fucking painting stuff.
Well, the way things are going, with the shutdown coming, we're not going to be able to move anyway.
Nah,
So
I'm not really panicking. No, honestly, I'm not panicking about it.
the shutdown is very sensible.
It still plays on my mind every fucking day. Though I try and have a nap, right? Every in the afternoon, right? And you know what happens? Every time I take a fucking nap, voices all the time. But me worrying about losing my fucking home. I get it all the time. I can't fucking sleep because I'm worrying that much. I'm worried that much about losing my home. But sometimes I can't sleep because I get fucking voices in my bloody head. Me sort of like minds going round and round in circles. Pisses me off, you know.
It happens to me, and what I do is I try and think about something else.
I do. I just turn over and roll on the other side.
So
In fact, I do find that when I'm trying to sleep. If I get too many voices on one side, when I sleep on that side, I lean over to the other side, to the left, to the right side, sort of thing. But I do find that I do tend to sleep on my left side all the time, and the problem with that is it does squeeze the arm a bit. So I have to actually sort of like wake myself up in the middle of the night to turn myself over. You know what I mean? So I get so comfortable on one side of the bed, like leaning on my left side. But then, my arm gets fucking squashed.
Well, what I got is a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
So when I sleep on the right side, I'm in pain.
Aye.
So let's start off doing that. I don't get sleep at all. Then I roll off the left side, get sleep. But the thing is, the trouble is, I end up sleeping on my left side too much. So what's happened is like my left leg goes numb all the way up the side. Because that's why you have to roll over to stop that happening.
I've got a funny thing with sciatica. When I'm working, I haven't had it once this week because I've been off work. But when I'm working, it comes on exactly at a certain point in my bloody round. I'm walking on my round and I always get to something like 50 to having close, and then all of a sudden the sciatica comes on. Doesn't matter what time of fucking day it is.
Yeah,
at
but
a certain time, I get a sort of like tight leg sort of thing. It's always the same point.
Why don't you invest in some ultra spongy trainer shoes?
No, I don't. No.
Because I've had size
No.
that helped a lot.
I basically just sit down for 5 minutes. I tend to sit down for 5 minutes, and then that tends to sort of like get rid of the sciatica. I find it helps me a lot.
Sciatica, it's terrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot. But if you sit down for about just a couple of minutes, you know, just rest your leg, I find that helps me a lot.
I was going to say, what's happening with Lee now? Is his kids coming back or something? Or
Who's that?
Lee, is his kids? He's getting his kids back.
Oh, he's got them back. They've got them back. Schultz got them back.
Oh.
Got them back yesterday.
Okay.
I think yesterday or the day before.
But is he not allowed to see him or something?
Only a couple of hours a week, or every month or something. Stupid.
Well, at least he could see him.
Yeah. I don't know what. Who's a fucking wonderful daddy. Totally loves his fucking kids, man.
Well,
But because the way they've worded things and misled, the council have misled the things. They're allowed something for about 2 or 3 hours a week or something, or an hour a week or something like that.
oh,
It's ridiculous.
It's a step in the right direction. Maybe
Yeah, it is. A little Charlotte's got them back. That's the main thing.
Maybe they can. Is there an appeals process?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure if they just.
I think basically you've got to just play along with them for a month or two.
Yeah. Well, Lee's reformed.
I think what Lee and Charlotte have to do is just sort of like go along with the council for a couple of months, you know, until they're really settled, you know, and then bring Lee back into the sort of into it for them.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean? Sort of like, because it's not fair on Lee at all. He's a wonderful daddy, and they really do adore him, you know.
I saw him today walking back from the Galleria, and he was in like good spirits.
Yeah.
He was going to.
He's kept me up. He always keeps me up in the good spirits.
He's
He's a fucking beautiful bloke.
He was.
What sort? There was some graffiti on there, wasn't there? Something like "Lee loves
Yeah.
you" or something.
Yeah.
Who wrote that? You.
No, I didn't. I think Connor probably wrote
Oh,
it.
Connor, right.
One of the lads. I was going to play the films in a minute. So what's some of the films?
What's that?
Oh, the old time films.
What, of us? Or
Yeah.
No, I don't really want to do that. I don't really like doing that. Sort
No,
of thing.
oh, some of the other guys. I had one. I've got one in the recorder. I haven't watched it myself for quite a while. So a complete mystery, yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I just wanted to pop up, because I said I was going to pop up, have
Yeah.
a beer, maybe 2 beers, and then go back and have a rest, because I've been rushing it.
I was
around
very
all week.
tired earlier, but I'm not so tired now. I've sort of woken up. I was very tired earlier. I had a blooming long sleep earlier.
Well, the thing is, I've been walking backwards and forwards to Aldi with these great big heavy
Yeah.
loads, and it knackers me a bit. I'm not used to it. Well, it's good for me doing the exercise.
Well, I've had to get up every morning because I normally when I'm on holiday I won't probably get up to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you know. But while this fucking virus thing's going, I've been getting up about 11ish and going down the shops, try and get the supplies before they run out, kind of thing. It's kind of like that sort of Walking Dead thing, isn't it?
yeah,
Human race gets destroyed. Do you know watch an episode of that or something? You fancy watching a series or something?
I don't mind watching a TV series.
Let's watch a TV series. What should we watch?
Well, whatever you want.
I don't. All right.
So you're watching Star Trek, or don't you?
Eh?
Have you, the